Steve Manuel, the women's head coach at UBC Okanagan, now joins us for a couple of moments. Just named the CIS, the National Coach of the Year. What does that mean?
It's a great honor. Very much flattered and a bit humbled, but again, I'm very honored to be voted by my peers as Coach of the Year.
Where does it rate among your achievements? Because you've had a lot of achievements with the Heat.
From a personal achievement, I think it's right up there, if not the most prestigious. I mean, I train in all the Coach of the Year awards for national medals and for opportunities to continue playing. So, I mean, those team awards rank the highest by far. But as far as individual awards, this is it's right up there.
When the Heat became a member of the CIS, did it ever enter your mind thinking that might be kind of cool to win that, or was that a goal that maybe you set for yourself?
No, I mean, you allow yourself to dream sometimes, and you maybe picture yourself that you have a chance to be recognized for something like this. And I think the underlying principle of it all is that poor teams, weak teams, don't get a lot of recognition. Sure. So first and foremost, you get your team to a point where you're getting some recognition nationally, you're getting some athletes getting some awards, and then maybe there's an opportunity to have that carrot sort of at the end.
Mm-hmm. You talk about good teams, bad teams. Last year, you weren't bad. You only had 6 wins. This year, you had 15. But the difference between last year and this year really wasn't all that great, was it?
No, we lost a lot of matches in the 5th set. I think 5 matches in the end we lost in the 5th set. So I believe that last year's team was more of a 10 or 11, maybe even a 12-match win team, and we couldn't quite pull out those matches. And we had a couple of injuries down the stretch. You know, most notable was losing Chandler Approach to a back injury, and you know, without her in the lineup as the quarterback, as the setter, just really hurt us down the stretch. You
lose a big tool now in the offseason. Alex Basso, after 5 years of service, is graduating. Can you fill somebody like Alex Basso's shoes?
Yeah, it's always hard to replace a player like Alex, who's been such a big part of what we've done for the last few years. But it's just the nature of sport, and you know, she's retiring, and there's some great young players that are kind of chomping at the bit to step up and fill those shoes. So, you know, can we replace her? We'll find a way, and we'll move on and go from there.
How about assistant coach Alex Basso?
Yeah, well, it's always a possibility. We've got a great coaching staff as always, and I think a lot of our success is due to the work of Carl Enns and Becky Kaczynski and Jackie Wong over the years, and we're always certainly interested to include graduating players. But I got a sneaking suspicion that although Alex Basso's university volleyball career is over, that her volleyball career is not over. Mm-hmm. So we can, I wouldn't be surprised if we see her go and play somewhere, perhaps next year, spend some time playing in Europe, or who knows, maybe even doing a bit of training with the national team program. Mm-hmm. So.
Now, CIS Canada West Volleyball, really a 12-month commitment, is it not? I mean, a lot of players, you've already had some practices for next year. What are you hoping the girls accomplish during the off-season?
Yeah, well, there'll be no work on tactical or you know, anything to do with other teams and trying to figure out ways to beat them. So we can just really spend time working on individual skill work and team systems and things like that you really don't get a chance to work on during the season, because you are so focused on competition and who you're playing and what you're going to do to beat the other team. So we're just going to take a step back, do a bunch of training and help players just get better technically and help improve their technical abilities. Any
players have a chance to try out for national teams or anything like that during the off season?
There are. This is a big season for Canada Games. It's every 4 years Canada Games rolls around. 2013 Canada Games in Sherbrooke. We've got 7 or 8 athletes that are actually young enough to compete, which is again, usually you don't have that many on a team. So some of our players that maybe have some national team potential that are younger will more than likely try out to play for their respective province and represent them. So we've got 7 or 8 off to tryouts here in a couple of weeks for their Canada Games teams.
The CIS National Award win for you, the actual award, where's it sitting?
It's on my counter. Yeah. So
paperweight.
It's a nice plaque, and it'll end up on my office wall at some point. But yeah, it'll probably sit on the counter for a few weeks still.
Thanks for doing this. Congratulations.
Thanks, Ryan.
Steve Manuel, he is the women's volleyball head coach at UBC Okanagan and the National Coach of the Year in the CIS. Thanks for watching.